Direct Golf TV, dedicated to improving your game.
Now, I love getting my hands on a new driver, and there's nowhere better to come than TaylorMade's headquarters in the UK to try that. I'm going to meet Nick Bonfield, who's the product manager for TaylorMade UK. He's going to give me the inside track on the Rocketball Stage 2 driver. And Nick, TaylorMade had fantastic success with last year's Rocketballs driver. How have they made this year's better?
The Rocketballs was a fantastic performing driver for us. With the Rocketballs Stage 2, we had a tremendously hard job to actually improve on that, but we knew that we could do it. We spent a lot of time and effort, a lot of research went into it. Through lots of advanced technologies introduced to this product, we now have Rocketballs Stage 2, far superior, much improved version in the Rocketballs family.
One of the things that was amazing about last year was how much further the Rocketballs driver went. And you've improved it again this year.
We've had to make some improvements in the driver to increase its performance. Started off with actually the overall head design. The Rocketballs Stage 2 driver is now much more aerodynamic than its predecessor. What we've also done is we've played around with the centre of gravity in the driver. Sounds very simple. We've used our thick, thin crown technology to make some significant weight savings in the crown of the club. That's allowed us to move the centre of gravity lower, further forward in the face. By doing that, we now have a much faster driver than the previous Rocketballs. So now Rocketballs Stage 2 is a much easier to use yet longer driver than the previous Rocketballs driver.
Last year's model was adjustable. Is this one adjustable too?
With Rocketballs Stage 2, we wanted to not only keep the aspects that worked great and made it such a great product, but just improve on them. Another great example of the improvement is in the loft sleeve. So the loft sleeve is still a 1.5 degree sleeve, but now has 12 settings, making it even more adjustable, easier to fine tune for you as a golfer.
And how have you made the Stage 2 driver more aerodynamic?
Our club designers have spent a lot of time working with various clubs and designs to actually give the ultimate performing club head. This really is the pinnacle of where we are now. We've actually also improved the overall performance by making the club face slightly deeper and a much larger club face. The benefit combined with inverted cone means we've now got a larger club face that's more forgiving, much better for off-centre hits for the golfer. Ultimately, this really is a much better performing driver than the previous Rocketballs.
So you mentioned the inverted cone. What exactly does that do?
Inverted cone is actually an area behind the club face where we increase the size of the sweet spot. By increasing the size of the sweet spot, that means off-centre hits have much better performance and consistency with distance.
And you've moved the centre of gravity down and forwards. Tell us why exactly that helps a golfer.
We've learned over a long period of time with our research, by pulling the centre of gravity down in the driver and closer to the club face, we know that can improve the launch conditions. Optimising launch conditions is the key to unlocking the success of a driver. So we want to have good loft, low spin, fast ball speed. By making those adjustments to the centre of gravity, that helps us optimise those launch conditions.
Have you changed the shaft from last year's model?
Yes, we've upgraded the shaft on the previous Rocketballs driver. The Rocketballs Stage 2 driver comes with a Fujikura Rocket Fuel 50 gram shaft. We know that working with this shaft, there's a lot of benefits. The performance of this Fujikura shaft is fantastic for the type of golfer and for the head shape that we've designed here.
And what kind of golfer would benefit from a Rocketballs Stage 2 driver?
The great thing with Rocketballs Stage 2, it's absolutely suited for everybody. Because it's very easy to use with a lightweight shaft, very dynamic aerodynamic head, and because we've got a lot of adjustability in the loft sleeve, it means that every golfer of every ability can use this product.
Now, the Rocketballs Stage 2 driver cosmetically is fairly similar to other drivers that TaylorMade have produced, the elliptical shape and the black face, but the crown design has a completely new visual look. What was the reasoning behind that?
We've worked really hard. Since we first launched the flat white anti-glare finish in the Rocketballs and in the R11, R11S drivers, we know there's been a lot of work that we could do to aid further alignment for the golfer. And we know certainly by having these crown graphics here, having the anti-glare face, they do draw the eye very much to the leading edge of the club. Certainly these graphics just here, they really help get that club lined in the optimum position at address. That definitely helps a golfer when he's standing there ready to make his drive.
Who came up with the actual design on the back of the club?
Whenever we make any changes, whether it be cosmetic or physical to a driver, we always research quite in depth as to how we can make these improvements. With these crown graphics, we've done exactly the same. We've used a lot of research done by the optometrists over in the US. We know that by making some of these changes, we have got the easiest to align driver that we can make with Rocket Ball Stage 2.
So what kind of golfer would really benefit from having a Stage 2 Rocket Balls driver?
The Rocket Ball Stage 2 driver has been a fantastic work for us. What we've had to do, we've had to take the most amazing Rocket Balls driver with tremendous results last year and turn it into an even better product. So we've done that with every golfer in mind. So we've now got a more aerodynamic, easier to hit driver that goes a lot longer. Launch conditions have been significantly improved, and that's going to suit absolutely everybody. The club comes in a range of lofts, it comes in a range of shaft flexes, so we know that we now have with Rocket Ball Stage 2 a much improved version of our driver.
So it's been absolutely fascinating to come to TaylorMade HQ and listen to Nick Bonfield talk about the little things that TaylorMade have done to make the Rocket Ball Stage 2 driver such an amazing product. As you'd expect, it's easier to hit than last year's model. It also goes further, but I like the little things. The adjustable loft, the unique design to aid alignment on the top. All this adds up to a fantastic product, and once again, TaylorMade have pushed the boundaries of driver technology to the max.
Shopping with Direct Golf UK couldn't be easier. Simply visit www.direct-golf.co.uk, speak with one of our professional golf advisors on free phone 08000 139 139, or visit one of our great stores nationwide.